What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scotty, and you're here for another rant. And this is a rant about Kevin Hart. He just recently stepped down from being an Oscars host after a homophobic rant that was leaked way back from 2009, 2010, okay? And I think that white gay Twitter has gone the fuck in on him. And Kevin Hart has said that he has decided to step down because he feel like he's already addressed his homophobic rants and the things that he said in the past, and he's already went through it, and he just said that he just gonna say fucking and step down. Now here's just my opinion, and you know I went live earlier today. I did not keep the live because y'all know when I don't like a live I don't keep it, but I went live this morning and I said I was going to discuss it. Now here's the thing, I'm not a fan of Kevin Hart. Point blank in the fuck period. He ain't never been funny to me. I never understood what's the big deal about him. I just never felt like he was funny at all. Never have. But I did, when I found out that he was hosting the Oscars, I did believe that that was a great thing for someone in the black community. You know, we don't really get to have that many opportunities to do things like this. So I was happy for him as a black man and as a person of the African American community to see him host the Oscars. Because, you know, that show really doesn't cater to us, and it doesn't really give us a chance, in so many words. And just to see someone like Kevin Hart, who has been here for a while now, and every year he seems to grow his brand, it was good to see him, you know, host the Oscars and do what he do. So I was happy on that end. But however, I wasn't going to sit through a show like the Oscars and watch him make, you know, and watch him make these unfunny ass jokes and do whatever he can to try to make somebody laugh. And on top of that, I never watch the Oscars anyway, because I just feel like, you know, in the words of, in one of the titles of my past rants, the Oscars are so white, and that's why I don't watch it. I don't feel like the Oscars is for people of color like myself. I just don't. However, you know, I know that that's something that he's always wanted. He's always wanted to be, you know, wanted to host the Oscars. So, you know, I thought that was a good thing. But then someone dug up some very old tweets of his from 2009, 2010. And, you know, they resurfaced. And people have had a lot to say. You know, the heat has been hot on him and a lot of that. So, here's my thing. Should he be necessarily reprimanded for what he said about 10 years ago? I'm not sure. You know, I have my back and forth about that. You know, sometimes I feel like people can evolve in a sense. Like some people probably was closed-minded in the past, but they grew open-minded to certain things. Because I know in the past, me myself have been closed-minded to a lot of things. And, you know what I'm saying, as I got older, I understood more about certain things, you know what I'm saying? So, who knows? But, I do feel like, first of all, I never knew that he even had a homophobic rant until today, when the shit came out. So, I don't know what the fuck he already apologized about. When did you apologize? Where did you apologize at? Was the apology on TV? Was it on social media? Where was it? Because I never knew you even had to apologize to anybody. That's number one. Number two, I just feel like this. Just take your L and keep it moving, Kevin. All you had to do was get out there and just say what the fuck you had to say. You know, I've grown a lot since then. I've evolved, you know. I don't necessarily think like that. You know, I feel like the word is offensive to the gay community, and you know, I'm sorry. That's all the fuck you had to say, but instead you decided to step your ass the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Because you got too much pride about yourself and you just can't own up to what the fuck you did. Now, you said you wasn't going to apologize no more, but then you turn around only to apologize. You know what I'm saying? So, what is it? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know. Some people feel like it's too late in the game to reprimand him for what he said because it was so long ago. Some people feel like if he said it like 2-3 years ago, then okay, he could be reprimanded. But I feel like there is no time limit to offending people. There's no time limit. You can say something 10 years ago and it resurfaced, and and if I read it the way I want to read it, it could be offensive to me. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really give a timestamp on what's offensive and what's not. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think about it. Am I mad with Kevin Hart? Not necessarily. I don't really give a fuck about Kevin Hart enough to even be mad about it. But I do think that he should have just took his L, let go of that pride, and just admit that he was wrong for the things that he said. Because at the end of the day, Hollywood is full of us. And what I mean full of us is full of us gays. You cannot offend the gay community, and I'm sorry. And then, you know, with topics like this, you know, your undercover homophobes come out of the woodwork and swarm comment sections and everything. So I'm sure I'm going to see a couple of them swarm mine after this video is uploaded to YouTube. But leave your comments below. I really didn't have much to say. I just said whatever it is that came to mind about the situation. I mean, I'm not necessarily sure if he should be reprimanded for something that he said 10 years ago. But in a sense, he kept on saying he already apologized, and I never even knew about this rant. So how did you apologize for a rant that nobody even knew about? Did y'all know about it? Because I didn't. Leave it below. We're going to have a discussion about it until due time. I'll see y'all for another rant, another Married to Medicine review, whatever, whichever one comes first. Y'all going to see me again. I'm out here, you guys. Peace.